Welcome to Business Law Workshop Day 4. And today we are looking at business regulations and compliance. And in today's lessons, we are going to look at business registration and licensing. And also, we are just going to talk about some regulations that you need to comply to as a business person, like labor laws, taxation, and other compliances. So, this will just be a brief because we cannot exhaust everything in a day or in the 5 days that we are having this workshop. So to have more information, you can order this book, Business Law by Dr. Tulipo Mwenifumbo. And to order this book, you can WhatsApp on +260 976 18 12 53. +260 976 18 12 53. So now when we talk about business registration, what do we mean? So business registration is the process of officially registering a business with the relevant government authorities. So where you take now a step of making your business to be recognized by the government, that is what is called the business registration. And compliance refers to adhering to laws, regulations, and standards that govern business operations. So there are laws, regulations, and standards that regulates or that govern the business operation. So now adhering to those laws, that is what is called compliance. So there are different types of compliance, especially when it comes to business compliances. So there is what is called legal compliances, that is adhering to laws and regulations. So in businesses, there are different types of businesses, and most of the businesses you need to adhere to some laws. Like if you are running a construction company, you need to be registered with a construction council or in that particular country. And there are different compliances, labor compliances, and um, safety compliances, fire compliances, and all those. So you need to adhere to those regulations as a business person or when you are running a business. Then regulatory compliances meeting industry-specific regulations. There are different regulations like industry regulations. So if you are running maybe a healthy institution, you need to be registered with the healthy authorities, and that is the type of industry that you are in. If you are handling food, you have to register with the food handlers license. So there are different compliances that you have to do according to the specific industry that you are operating in. Internal compliances also, you need to set up policies as a company on how you're going to comply to your regulations. Now, what are the benefits of registering the business? You may ask, why can't I just be running the business without registering? So, um, business registration is very important because it gives you legal recognition, which is officially recognized by the government. That means that your business is going to be officially recognized by government. So it also helps you on tax compliance, ability to file taxes and claim deductions, because your business is filed and you'll be able to know how you are running the business and how you are responding to the taxes. Then credibility. Registering the business gives you credible to your customers, partners, and investors. Because imagine, can you be able to trust or to invest in a business which is not registered? So when you register the business, people who have confidence, although people don't know that even you can, there are people that have registered businesses just for crookedness, so that they may steal money and they run away. Like we had a certain company that came in Zambia, registered and looked to be genuine, yet they were just there to steal money from people. Then access to funding, easier access to loans, grants, and investments. So when you have your business is registered, then it will have easy access to funding, and also it's easy to get a loan and it's easy to get a grant. What is the importance of compliance? Why should we comply to regulations in a business? Compliance is very important because you avoid penalties. Um, there you are a food handler, as I'm giving the example. You are a food handler and you do not have the license, which may bring to you in a problem, which may bring litigations, and it may cause you what to be fined, penalties and reputation. So when they come and crosses your business because you did not follow the you did not comply according to the industry that you are in, then you'd find that there will be those challenge and people lose confidence in your business. Then it will protect your reputation, demonstrate commitment to ethical business practices. So having the business complying to the business ethics and laws, it will help you to protect your reputation and the business reputation. Maintain trust, build trust with customers, partners, and stakeholders. What are the areas of compliances? There are different types of compliances. Data protection. As a company, you need to comply to data protection, ensuring data privacy and security. Also, you should comply with financial reporting, accurate financial reporting, and disclosure. And also employment laws. There are different types of employment laws, which is labor laws. There are insurances like workers' compensation. There are pension schemes. There are safety regulations, and all those things you need to comply to them. Because if you don't comply, they may come and disturb your business and they may even close your business, or they may even litigate you as regulating authorities. Then industry specific regulations, you have to meeting regulations specific to the industry. So it is, you have to be able to stay informed. As a business person, as a consultant for business people, you need to stay informed, keep up to date with the changes in laws and the regulations. So you have to be up to date. Again, you have to implement policies, establish compliance policies and procedures as a business. How are you going to ensure in your business that you comply, or the people that you're working with, they comply to these laws? Train your workers, provide regular training to your employees so that they may be able to comply to those regulations. Then monitor your you need to monitor the businesses, how you will need to monitor your workers, regular monitor on compliance. Have we paid the tax? Have we given the returns on this? Are we up to date with safety issues? So you make sure that you comply. You monitor compliance as a business person, or as a consultant, or as a director. Now, consequences of non-compliance: fines and penalties. You may be charged, and you may even end up in prison. reputation damage. It may cause the loss of trust and credibility in your business, and also legal action, litigation may follow you. Now, let's talk about business registration. So, understanding the different types of business registration can help entrepreneurs and business owners make informed decisions about their ventures. So, you are making the business uh, registration, or understanding the types of registration and the types of company, it will help you to make a informed decision on what kind of business you should get into. So each type of business has its advantage and disadvantages. So you need to know what are the advantages and the disadvantages in this business that I want to get into, or in this company that I'm registering. There are different types of company registration, so you have to know, and how do they favor you. So there are factors that you need to consider when it comes to considering the registration of the business. So considering the following factors, you can choose a business structure that meets your needs and sets your business up for success. So depending on how you want the business to be run, you need to make a decision from inception. What kind of registration or what kind of the company do I need to start? You can do the same thing. All of you can be making popcorns as a company, as a private company, as a sole trading company, and what. But that has to be considered. You have to consider, why should you make it a limited company? Why should it be a sole proprietor? Why should it be a public limited company? Those things have to be understood as you are starting business. So as a consultant, I want to believe that some of you are going to be consultants in as business consultants. So you need to let your clients understand when they are making a decision in creating a business or registering a business. So there is what is called liability protection. So depending on the business registration, it's either they are going to be limited liability or unlimited liability. So if you register a business under the business name, it may cause what is called unlimited liabilities, meaning that your liabilities are company's liabilities. How much personal risk are you willing to take? So, what are how do you want to operate your business and also your personal life? Do you want to separate them, or you want them to be together? So, you need to consider that. Then, business liability. Do you want your business to be a burden to you? The business debts and everything to be on you, or you want the business to have its own debts and you also to have your own debts? So those things has to be considered. And also taxation, because each regulation will also command a certain taxation. Understand tax requirements and rates. So there are countries whereby a cooperatives, they don't pay tax. So you consider, if I register a company as a cooperative, then we will not be paying taxes. Now, it's not that you are running away from paying the tax, but you want to maximize the profits, but stick to the comply to the laws and of the business. So tax benefits, what benefits does this type of registration gives you? So you need to understand the benefits on taxation if you are starting the business, because the advantages and disadvantages is in both the types of business or company registration. Then funding requirements. The the type of company registration will depend on the initial investments. how much capital do you need to start with? Is it a sole trading? So now, how is it? Are you going to raise the capital? So it also depends on the type of business that you are registering. We'll look at the types of companies that are registered. You register future funding. You also have to consider the future funding. If the in terms of the growth of the company, how am I going to fund this business? Then also control and decision. How do you want the business to be controlled? Do you want to how to control your business, or you want other people to be controlling your business, or you want to be part of the controlling board of the business? So all those things has to be considered. So if you want to be the sole trader, someone who has all authority over your business, you register it under business name, which is a company. You can do whatever other businesses can do, other companies can do, but on that one, it means that you are the one to be in charge and you are the one to be in control. Or you may want the company to other people to make decision making authority. Like if you register a business as a private limited company, then you have got other people that are supposed to sit and make decision with. If you make a company to be a public limited company, that means that you should be away from the business. Your major interest, it is money, and you should just get the money and the returns. You leave other people to run your business, but you are the owner of the business. Then scalability, that is the growth potential. You have to look at the growth potential. What if I run this business as this kind of registration? How is it going to grow? The growth. So there are businesses whereby when you register it, you even lose all power, and they can even remove you from the business, vote you out from your own business. So you have to look at all those things. Flexibility, can the business adapt to the changing circumstances? Then there are other additional things that you have to consider when you are choosing the type of business registration or company you want to form. There is what is called regulatory compliance. So there are businesses that many businesses you need to comply to regulatory authorities. For example, if you are running the business that handles with food, you need to comply with food handlers. You should have food handlers license. If you are running a school like a university, you need to be registered with the higher education authority. You need to be registered with these uh, qualification authority. So all those has to be considered. If you are running in other countries a construction company, you need to be registered with a construction council. So there are councils. If you are running the medical school or the nursing school, you have to be registered with nursing councils. If you are running the medical school, you have to be regulated by you have to comply with healthy association, or um, others they call medical councils, or professional health council, or other depending on your country. Then licensing and permits. Also, you have to consider if this kind of business, what license does it require and what regulations does it require. There are businesses whereby when you just register that business, that you don't need to register again to comply to other regulations except the tax regulation, and also if you employ other workers. For example, me as a consultant, I run the consulting business. So as a consultant, I don't need to register it to any body. I'll just have the office, register it with patent and company, and call it Tulipo Consultants as my consultancies. Uh, or DBN, Dominion Business Network, which is under Tulipo Consultants. So now I don't need to register and to be regulated with the other institutions for me to do that business. I just have to comply with the registration and also taxation. So there are businesses like that. But if you are handle most of the businesses, you need to be licensed. You need to be regulated for you to get into that particular business. So just registering the business is not enough. So business registration, registering a business with relevant authorities to obtain business licenses. You cannot get into some of these businesses. Like you cannot run a school if you are not, you cannot be licensed by the authority with, like, for example, the Health Professions Council of Zambia or the higher authority. They cannot register your university or your college or your school if you are not registered as a business. Then types of business structures, like sole proprietors, partnership, limited company, which we are going to look at them. Choose a unique name. So you should also consider that your business have the unique name. The name must carry your trademark. Now let's look at the types of business registration and the type. Number one, there is what is called sole proprietorship. So this business is owned and operated by one individual. So you just go register, which is called register in the business name, and that business is going to be registered, and you can do the business like any other business. But that business, it means that it is yours. You make decisions, and if there is loss, you are also involved in that loss, and if there are debts, you are also involved. So you and the business, you are one and the same person. So it has got what is called unlimited liability, meaning that your liabilities are company's liabilities. The company liabilities are your liabilities. This company is easy to set. So you just go have the name searched, then you are registered and you can start operating. But even when you are operating, you should operate under, if you want to start something to do with food, you should get the license for food handlers license. The other type of business is partnership business. Also, it is you can register a partnership business by making. There are two types of partnership business. It's either it can be limited liabilities or unlimited liabilities. So when your business is limited liabilities, that means that you are separate from the business as the partners. But if you register it under the business name as partners, then it means that if the business has got liabilities, they can even come pounce on your personal properties and they can get them, because you and the business, you are one and the same. So owned and operated by two or more individuals. Then they share profits and losses. So in a partnership business, you share profits and losses, and that is, if it is unlimited um liability, that means that you share the losses that are incurred by that business. Can be general or limited partnership. You register under the registrar of companies or deeds. So there are different kind of register. You can register as your company as a deed. You just go to the registrar of lands. They also have got the authority to register a business. I'll get you to know that when we go to limited companies. So limited by guarantee. There is also a business which is called limited by guarantee, a certain amount in case of winding up. So a limited by guarantee, it's a non-profit business whereby as directors you do not it's a trust business whereby it's there for the profits that are made in that business are for the objective of social enterprise. So, like most of the churches are limited by guarantee. Like in Zambia, Catholic is limited by guarantee. We have got New Apostle, it's a limited by guarantee, and SDA now it's a limited by guarantee. So this means that they run businesses. Now those businesses they are running, they are not running businesses to profit the bishops or the director or the pastors. They are there to advance the the objective of that particular organization, like preaching the gospel. So when they make money, they start a farm, they produce, they make profit, then they are going to get that profit and use it into propagation of the word of God. So those are limited by guarantees. Members have limited liabilities. When they say the members have got limited liabilities, you register that business, you are not, they cannot come apart from what you have guaranteed. If you have said, I'm guaranteeing $100. So when that company has got debts, you should just get $100 and pay. They will not say, no, you have got $1 million, so why can't you just, we are coming to get the millions of dollars. No, that you have got what is called limited liabilities. Then there is a private limited company. A private limited company, that is where now I want us to understand the when it comes to profit, when it comes to capital. So traditionally, there are three types of uh, businesses or four types of businesses. As I said, so proprietorship, mostly these businesses can be a skill business. Maybe I'm a carpenter. I just start making those. People are coming. I'm a tailor. People are coming to do. I've not injected in any profit, but I've put in the skill. Or I can start a grocery where I've put my own money. So that is in the sole proprietorship of that business, whereby you have got the unlimited liability. Now, these companies which are called private limited companies, that means that they are shareholders. So a private limited company, basically it is how much have you put in. It is controlled by people that have put in shares. So if you start a company, we start a company. I put $100, you put $50. Another one put $30. Then the worth of the company it is $180. That means that I've got power to control the business. Now let's say you have put in $70 and another one $70. Then me I've put in $100. So when it comes to votes, when you two people vote, then it means that the decision is made. You override my decision. But in the other hand, if you have got maybe this one has got 30, this one has got 70, I've got 100. Even if you two vote, I've got more powers in that business to make decisions. Now, the other thing about limited companies is that they cannot, a person, my properties are different from the business properties. So in this business, you can raise profits from the shareholders, and you don't go publicly to ask for shares or those who want to invest. So you allow people to invest. Up to 50 people they can be able to invest in that business. But the one who has got more shares will have more voice. So private limited company, their capital, it is cash. How much do you have? And this is the business that has destroyed the concept about capital, because when you ask people what is capital, they'll just say capital, it is money. Now, there are three components in capital. There is money, which is cash. Then there is also there is money, which is cash. Then there is land, where you operate that business, and also there is equipment, or there are people, the people that should run that business. So in a private limited company, they believe for a business to start, you should have money. So if you have money, then you can employ people, and you can buy equipment or the place of operation. Then those of public limited company, this is the business whereby you have got properties. Maybe you have got a farm, and you don't have capital to put in the farm. Then you ask the public, those that want to invest in this farm. So then people begin to put in money. They begin to put in money so that they may be able to invest in that farm. Then at the end of the when you get the profits, you divide according to how much you have put in. And a public limited company, it is run by a separate board. So you appoint the board that will be running that business on behalf of the shareholders. So share traded on a stock exchange, strictly regulatory requirements. So this type of business has got strict regulatory requirements, because you should have at least certain properties for it to be a public limited company. And you should also state why do you want it to be a public limited company. How much capital is there, and how much capital do you want? Then there is also cooperative limited. Cooperative limited companies are these companies that believe capital is people. So you just come together, because people coming together, they create value. You just come together, you go to farm, that you create value. So people coming together, so the value, the capital of the cooperative limited company, it is the people. When you have people, then you have money. Then the public limited, they say when you have property, then you have got money. Then the public limited or the private limited, they say when you have money, you have workers, you have properties. So as we said, when you are making a decision of starting the business, you should make a decision on where are you going to get the capital. So in a cooperative limited company, it is mostly you use the labor of the members. So the members are able to do the work. The members are able to contribute the little capital that you want. So these are the types of business. So when you are registering a business, you may have to make a decision. Do I need to make it a business name where I am the proprietor, or we should just make a business whereby have got control, overall control, or I should make it a private limited company, or I should bring in properties and we make it a public limited company, or you say, okay, we'll make this business as a cooperative business. So there are different government departments where you register these companies. You can register it with lands and deeds. You can register it with registrar of companies. You can also register it with a cooperative registrar of cooperatives, depending on the type of business and also what you want to do in that business, and who should govern that business. Business licenses. Business licensing refers to the process of obtaining permits and licenses to operate business legally. Business licensing is crucial for operating a legitimate and successful business. So you should know the licenses that you should have as a business in that particular business. So business license, that there are general licenses to operate, like business permit, which is done mostly by the local government. Then there is fire permit, fire certificates and all that, and the industrial specific licenses. Then we have got professional licenses. There are also businesses where you need to have professional licenses. For example, you cannot you cannot work as a doctor without a professional license. You cannot work as a counselor in many countries, like in Zambia, if you don't have the professional or counselor's license. So the importance of licensing. Compliance, it ensures compliance with the laws and regulations. Also public safety. So the licenses helps in public safety, whereby if there is fire certificate, you have got a food handler certificate, you have got these certificates, they assure the most of these licenses are there to protect the public safety. Then credibility of the company. So when you are starting a business, you need or before you launch out the business, you have to research the requirements in that particular business. So each type of industry that you want to get in, it has got some regulations that you need to understand. So determine necessary licenses and permits. Submit applications, apply for licenses and permits, maintain compliance and ensure ongoing compliances. Thank you so much. It has been a long day and I believe you have enjoyed. So if you want to know more of these regulations, you can order this book, Business Law, written by Dr. Tripo Mwenifumbo. Remember, this program is brought to you by UNAP. UNAP, it is an education technology or app that makes education accessible, available, and affordable for all. It also houses different universities and colleges. So you can be able to register to do courses with UNAP under particular universities, and you can do PhDs, which is doctorate degrees, master's degree, bachelor's degree, diplomas, and also certificate. And also you can be able to join these workshops. Thanks and God bless you. Let's meet in the next class. Shalom, shalom.